No ini.
No.
We cannot show, but can you take the picture during the collection? Can you take the picture before the condition before the collection? Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay, still manageable, yeah? Okay, that is one thing I would like everybody to go back to your objective and look at it, right? Number two, look at how the objective is being written. It's not written in a very lengthy manner, right? Okay, most of your objective, I would say 90% of your objective are written in a very lengthy manner whereby you identify even the place, yeah, one by one, where do you want to, it's too much, yeah, in terms of, okay, this one, the area that they are focusing is only one. They memang focus only one. To some of you, okay, for some of you who did the, for example, the flat or the condition of the food court, you are going to a vast area, not only at the garbage disposal area or waste disposal area, but other things. And some of you have two uh, kind of different objective. One is about the garbage, one is about the parking, one is about the facilities, the other facilities, yeah. And then another one, one is about the cleanliness, another is about the parking. And the way you have written your objective is in a very lengthy manner. Okay, so objective, yeah, if we look at the second one, okay, you have looked at the first one, let's look at the second one. This is the report about Rebayou Recreation Park. So two of you, two of the groups, okay, if I can remember correctly, are talking about a recreation park as well. So look at what they are examining for recreation park. To examine, see, they don't have to mention one by one, but they talk about the word physical infrastructure. Now, everybody, I would like you, all of you, to find out for me what is considered or what is the meaning of the word infrastructure. Can we do that? Everyone, please do it now. One minute, yeah? By 10:16, I'll call some of you to help me. Infrastructure. Try to find more than one meaning. Google more. Do not just, what is the meaning of? Example of condition of infrastructure. Example of words that can be considered under infrastructure. Okay, what are facilities or what are things that can be considered under infrastructure? More better, go to the, for example, at a condominium, a flat, what are considered the infrastructure of a flat, for example. At a park, what is considered infrastructure at a park? So when you Google, okay, you have to try not to just see things from one particular perspective. Try a different aspect, try a different angle. All right, it's already 10:16. What about Mama Irfan? Irfan, what is the meaning or your understanding or what can you tell me about infrastructure? Irfan.
Meaning, what I can understand, the meaning of structure is the basic is kemudahan.
No, English please.
Okay. The basic physical and organization, structure and facility. Example like if in recreation park, we have toilets, uh, and then toilet, prayer room,
Mm.
that kind of,
That is called infrastructure.
yeah, from
Okay.
understand, yeah.
All right. Okay. Now, Fal, what can you add to that? Now, Fal Iman, what can you add?
Other example is like transportation.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That is infrastructure of a place or what?
Uh, a place.
A place.
Yes.
Where do you get that example?
From Google.
Other than Google, where do you find your information, people? You guys don't use AI?
Huh?
No, you don't use AI. Normally, what kind of whatever question we can ask AI, isn't it, to describe for us rather than Google nowadays. All right.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Now, I would like all of you to find me, is there any differences between the word infrastructure and the word facility? Or is facility exactly the same as the word infrastructure? Or is facility is the word under the category of infrastructure? Which one? What is the explanation of infrastructure versus facility? Are they two different things? Or are they exactly the same thing? Or infrastructure is a big category and facility is under the word infrastructure? I want you to find that info now. 1 minute, everyone. Nick, Muhammad,
Yes, madam.
can you repeat what I asked you to find?
Either the infrastructure is the same as facilities.
Okay, either is it the same, is it different, or is it a subcategory of it, one of the thing that we mentioned just now? Okay, find out, everyone. Nur Atirah Aminuddin.
Yes, madam.
So what's your answer for the question I asked just now?
I think they have a very different meaning because infrastructure more to a thing like building. Meanwhile, facility is
Sorry,
the thing
can you repeat that? It's not very clear. Infrastructure is more to
building or example like toilet and playroom, all of that. Facility is something inside of infrastructure based on what I understand.
Okay, so example of facility.
Example, if the infrastructure is computer room, the facility is computer.
Okay, if it's a toilet, what's the facility?
The facility maybe the sink or the, I think,
Toilet bowl,
yes, all of that.
pipe, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, good. Okay, Nurdini Atira, anything that you can add besides what Nur Atira Aminuddin has mentioned?
I think infrastructure
Firstly,
is
do you agree with her? Do you agree with Atira just now?
yes.
Okay, all right, continue. Sorry.
Infrastructure is more general, while facility is more specific.
Okay, all right. So when we have that understanding, let's look again at this objective about this riba yupa. physical infrastructure of the recreation park. So they would go by the toilet, for example, and then to provide possible reasons that lead to the poor condition of the recreation park. All right. So one, ask yourself whether this can be proven through pictures. When they talk about the physical infrastructure of the recreation park, first of all, the group has to identify what is the infrastructure that they will be focusing on. But you do not have to identify when you are looking at so many things, not focusing on one area, unlike the Melati College. Yeah, you don't have to list down all. Instead, in an objective, you ought to choose word like this. Yeah, infrastructure, the facilities, for an example. Okay, you can see that this is the second objective that we look at. Second proposal. We can see that the proposal is only about 1 line length or maximum 2 line. Yeah, not 3, 4, or 5 lines like some of your objective that has been written. Okay, let's look at the third sample now. Okay, again, the maximum is 2 lines to identify the area that most stray cats can be found. All right, so you can take picture, okay, at the, for an example, at the cafe, at the stairs at the hostel, for example. Okay, right. To investigate the consequences of having stray cats at Jasmine College. Now, consequences cannot be picture. Okay, you cannot prove the consequences in the picture, but perhaps what can make this objective better, okay, to investigate the condition, okay, where stray cats are being identified, the condition, okay, where the stray cats are identified, and factors, okay, that lead to the condition, right? Factors that lead to the condition. Because you can show the condition, the food waste is everywhere, the cat food, okay, and then they, for an example, yeah, you can see they urinated here and there, yeah. All right, so the condition, the factor is that perhaps there are okay, too many of them, because, for example, the factor that people just put the food anywhere, there's no one designated place, for an example, there's no litter box, right, for example, and things like that. Okay, so um, that can be proven through pictures. Okay, so, and see, about 2 lines length. So today, my focus is for you to look at, okay, there are other things I would like to do if possible. If not, I'm going to push it to next week. But most importantly, what I would like to be done today is to, yeah, to refine your objective. Okay, here about 3 lines. But the 3 lines, I think, is because of the name, the ITM Puncak Perdana Campus. Puncak Perdana Campus is quite long. Okay, but whatever it is, try to limit it to 2 lines as far as possible. Okay, when you are writing. To the condition of pathway and walkways, right? Because they are very specific of what they want. Okay, pathway and walkways. All right, here also pathway and the pathway for pedestrian. All right. Okay, so you can see the item being looked at. If they are specific, they are being repeated like that. But if there are more than one places, for example, the one talking about the recreation park, okay, see the recreation park, they will use the more general word like infrastructure or facilities. Okay, right. Now, I would like you to sit with your group members. I know if you are not physically together, so find a way, maybe you can do a WhatsApp call, a group call, and please, I would like you to refine, yeah, your objective, okay, in the Google Drive. Yeah, we have this objective in our Google Drive, right? Okay, so I'm giving about 15 to 20 minutes for you to do that. Okay, and after by 10:50, right? By 10:50, we will go back to this here together, everyone, and we are going to check this. Okay, I'm going to give my feedback to your objective. All right, so we're gonna stop for a while for 20 minutes for you to work together with your group members. Please discuss with group members and do not assign, okay, one or two person for each objective. All right, thank you very much. 20 minutes, yeah, 10:50, everybody. everyone, all groups, yeah, in your objective, you do not have to like that is dangerous to public safety, that is dangerous for children. That part should not be in. Look at the samples that I have provided for you. Yeah, you do not have to have that. For example, for Melati College, yeah, dia tak kata pun that is inconvenient or that is disturbing for the students. Tak ada. Yeah, that kind of info are not needed. Can you hear me? Dini Atira, Syafawati.
Yes.
Bahagian tu
Yes.
tak perlu ya. Look at that part again. Okay, people, we don't need that is dangerous, as I said, for the public, that is dangerous for the student. We don't need all that. Yeah. Look at the samples given. For an example, the Melati College that I have given, as well as the second one. What is the second sample that I have given that you have with you? Besides the Melati College, apa lagi sampel yang ada? Surfina.
Recreation Park.
Cuba tengok. How they are written to examine the physical infrastructure of the recreation park. Itu saja. Tak ada panjang-panjang untuk siapa. Okay.
Madam. Madam,
Yes, Nasrin.
can you look at our objective?
We
Our
will
group.
look at the objective later. Yeah, you try your best first and then we will look at kalau macam ni request from one group to another, then tak selesai nanti. Kejap lagi orang ni panggil, kejap Rina panggil, and when the time comes we will do. Okay, it's already 10:50. So because I asked you to look at it again, all right, I'm giving another 5 minutes. Yeah, 10:55 we'll resume. Okay, and then we go through all the objective. Okay. All right, everybody, is everyone in again? I see only 24 students, 24 participants minus me too. So there are actually only 22 people here. Where are the rest? Please ask your group members to rejoin. Group 1, where's your members? All in? This is not enough. Group 1,
Yes, madam.
all in?
Yes.
Check the attendance. Check at the group. Sorry, at the name of people there. Group 2, all in? Ke nak saya baca,
Yes,
nak
madam.
panggil? Kalau ni tak cukup ni. 22 orang sahaja sekarang. We should have 25 in this session right now. Tolak yang kawan yang tak ada tu because I join using 2. Ni ada seorang yang tak ada ni. Siapa? Tolong check your group member siapa yang tak ada ni.
I think it's our group members, madam.
Siapa?
Husna Awatif.
Tolong call dia.
She's not respond to my WhatsApp chat.
Can you call? WhatsApp call ke?
Okay, madam, wait.
You guys do not have physical classes ke? Ada yang masih ada kat rumah? Naufal, Iman, do you don't have any physical classes this week?
No. This week ke madam?
This week no physical classes.
Monday dengan Tuesday ada lah.
Okay, so starting yesterday tak ada. That's why some of you are already at home.
I think yes madam.
I don't mind because if I'm doing online classes, I don't mind at all. But what I mind is that if you are supposed to be in, you are supposed to be in lah. And you are supposed to be next to your device. Itu saja. I do not question where you are. Okay? It's just that I do not want excuses related to where you are when you are not in the session on time. So, tadi Husna Awatif. Yes, Husna. What happened to you? We are all waiting for you, Husna.
I'm sorry, madam. I lost connection on my tablet.
But your friend called you. There's no response.
My phone was. I didn't hear my phone. Sebab because I charged my phone earlier. I put my phone on DND.
I do not want that kind of excuses next time, yeah, because all of us are waiting for you, Husna. Okay, everybody, yeah, when you have class and then we have some pauses like this, and then you have to rejoin. I will look for the group members, yeah, that is me. I think by now you guys know how I conduct my classes. Even if it's online, I'm very serious about your whereabouts. Yeah, I mean, to ensure that everybody is in. All right, Husna?
Okay, sorry, madam.
At least you have to inform us if you have problem. Okay, in the group, that's why you have to have your phone with you. Any problem I want to know. I do not want to be looking for people. Right, thank you.
Okay.
Now, again, yeah, people, I would like all of us to look at the sample of the report. Sorry, the report, yes, the sample report. Okay, again, let's look at the sample report. Okay. Now, see, the Melati College is about the waste bin, isn't it? Is it about the waste bin? But they didn't write the waste bin. What did they write? Siapa yang ada guna waste bin dalam objektif dia? Grup mana? Check awak punya objektif masing-masing. Siapa yang ada guna waste bin? Which group? Tolong tengok. Saya tengok tadi ada tapi saya tak ingat je group mana.
Group 1, madam.
So kita tak nak waste bin. What can be written if you look here is waste disposable area. We want to make it general. Alright? Okay, we don't want it to be just the bin, but the area. If you're talking about the bin only. Right, so the waste disposal area of that particular place. Okay, so what else? Look at objective 1 and objective 2. In one way or another, it's related. That is one thing if you're focusing on only one location. Some of you did two. Okay, one is about the infrastructure. Okay, another one is about the poor condition of the recreation park. In your objective, dia tak sebut tau macam ada lubang ke, right? Okay, uneven floor ke, dirty floor. When you use the word condition, it can cover apa? Can you tell me what can the word condition cover? Anything lah about the cleanliness, about the physical look of the floor, the wall, the whatever that you are looking at, right? Okay, so this is the second. Look at it. It's using the infrastructure. Okay, is talking about the poor condition of the recreation park. Think the use of word are very general. Okay, again. Okay, look at the third sample. Yeah. All right, this one is areas with most, this is not something that I would refer to. All right, the condition of the pathway and walkway. Why? Because this group is focusing on this specific place, similar to A just now, where they are focusing on the disposable area. All right, so this D, okay, is focusing on the condition of pathway and walkways, yeah, and right, the problems, okay, that occur, okay, when there is no covered pathways, yeah, is about the pathway and the walkways, right, for pedestrian. This is a bit too wordy as well. To identify the problem that occur, okay, to identify the condition of the pathway and walkway, all right, during, okay, bad weather, for example. Okay, during bad weather. This is specifically during bad weather. This is the physical condition of the pathway, all right, at normal time, at all time, for example. So perhaps this is only during the bad weather, and this is during at all time in terms of the physical layout of it. So, very general. Now look at your, okay, I do not want to do the correction for you. I want you to be able to look at it yourself. I have informed you, right, that you have to be as general as possible. Now let's look at each of your objective. I will just say it has to be more general or not, but I'm not going to correct word by word for you. Okay? Okay. All right, group 1, change the garbage bin first. Group 1, what happened? Nasrin, Hazrin, Naufal, Irfan, why is it still not changing? Change now. We are all waiting for you to change. It's not waste area. What was the word just now? Look at sample 1. It's not waste area. Check sample 1. And then your objective number 2, group 1. Kita tak nak problem tu dalam objektif. Illegal vehicle parking. You are investigating the parking space. So only talk about the parking facilities, the car park. The word to use is car park facilities. Alright, so work on that. Do not have the problem illegal vehicle. Macam mana awak nama sesuatu tu sebagai illegal vehicle? Apa yang legal vehicle? Kenderaan yang legal dengan kenderaan tak legal. Macam mana tu awak nak tahu? Macam mana tu awak nak bezakan? What do you define as legal vehicle and illegal vehicle parking? What is legal and what is not legal? Legal adalah dalam kotak. So what are you investigating? You are investigating the car park. What do you call that? Infrastructure, facilities of that place. So make it general, right? Okay, group 2. Let's look at your objective to study the condition of the public infrastructure and facilities within the lake area to identify the safety hazard and assess the impact of poorly maintained infrastructure. Now, these two are exactly the same. Group 2, these two are exactly the same. When you talk about the condition and then when you talk about it later in analysis, okay, all right, and then you give recommendation, it would be the same. The condition of the public infrastructure is not good, for example, all right, so this is the same. The impact of poorly maintained infrastructure. What will you see at the public infrastructure? You will find out that it's poorly maintained. Am I right, group 2?
Yes, madam.
So
Yes, madam.
that will overlap with your objective 2. Okay, so look again, at your objective 2. Let's say you want to maintain your objective 1, to study the condition of the public infrastructure. So firstly, you kena tahu, your group has to know what do you put under the public infrastructure. Bagi example, apa yang you nak tengok under the word public infrastructure. Okay, kemudian, right, the facilities. Are you actually wanting to look at the facilities in the public infrastructure? Okay, or the park is already, the lake garden is already a public place. So you don't have to say public infrastructure. Dia ada ke, are you going to look at things that are not public in that lake garden, specific restaurant yang owned by a specific person ke? Are you going to look at it? Or the park only, group 2?
Park only.
Right. So it is public already. All right. So the infrastructure of the park or infrastructure, that is a lake garden, that is the park lah. All right. Okay. So the most important, the most alarming problem with your objective is that I would say later when you analyze, you'll be talking about the same thing. All right. And recommendation would be overlapping. All right. So think about what you can write and perhaps, okay, when I showed to you just now the sample on Rimbayu, okay, I gave you sample on Rimbayu, right?
Yes.
All right, look at sample on Rimbayu. That is the closest to yours. Look at it. All right, objective for group 3. Yeah, group 3. Yes, parking area. Okay, let's change it to car park facilities. The car park facilities. All right. Because the car park area itself is the facility of that particular building. Okay. And then, right. Okay. Waste disposable. you want to investigate the improper waste disposable, or you want to investigate the waste disposable area? Those are two different things. Is it a specific area, or are you going to talk about the condition of the commercial area? Group 3, I'm asking you. I don't have problem with the first one, but I would like you just to change the word just now. But I have problem with the second one. I want to make sure. I want to know. Sorfina,
Yes.
what is it that actually you are focusing on?
Condition of the commercial area.
Why in the first place there is improper waste? Are you focusing on the waste disposal only, or the general condition?
Waste disposal.
So are you going to focus on the waste collection area, garbage collection area, or waste disposal area that is designated, or just anywhere?
Waste disposal area.
So one specific place macam Melati College lah kan?
Dia macam tak ada specific place sebab dia macam dekat tepi jalan je. Tiba-tiba dia ada
So you are not focusing on a specific place, because I know this place, there should be in any commercial area which has people living, okay, especially it's more or less like condominium or flat. There must be one specific place where you have to find out lah. You cannot use your current knowledge where they should be disposing their garbage. What I know is behind McDonald, outside the outside McDonald area, yeah, there is a gate, right? Okay, and then there's a lot of big bins there. That is where I see some students normally when they go out, they carry their garbage, they throw it there before they go into their car or before they walk on, okay, to go to other places. So actually, correct way is they have to throw it. So that's why I'm asking you right now. That's why people, when you propose this, have you go and look at that place? Ada pergi tak group 3? Cari. You
Ada,
want to
madam.
talk about the disposal. Kat mana disposal dia sebenarnya? And I'm sure there's not only one yang ada
Yes.
garbage bins. Betul tak? Garbage bin.
Betul, madam.
So
Actually, objektif untuk nombor 2 ni ke madam, kita orang nak
can
cakap,
you speak in English, dia?
sorry. Actually, madam, wait. Sekejap.
So my question is very simple, dia. Are you focusing on the garbage disposable area, or are you focusing on the condition?
The condition actually, madam.
All right. So if condition, then do you only want to focus on the rubbish at that place? So you are talking about cleanliness saja in general.
Oh,
Think
okay.
about that. Think about that. Yeah.
Okay, madam.
All right. Okay. So group 4, you have to know your place. Yeah. All right. Group 4, have you been to Surau As-Siddiq in section 7? Husna Awatif.
Yes, madam.
Okay. All right. So that's not the one approved. Sorry. The food court of section 7. All right. I hope you have been there. Safety hazard in the back of the area to investigate the cleanliness and hygiene condition of the food court. Right. So you just want to, when you talk about the food court just now, group 4, you want to talk about the condition of the food court, correct?
Yes.
All right. So one is the condition. Another one is? Now I see you divide in terms of location. One at the back, one the food court itself. Am I right?
Yes, madam.
So why don't one you talk about the condition, all right, in terms of the condition itself. Another one focuses on the facilities or the the facilities available at the food court? Wouldn't it be two different things rather than just, divide the area?
Yeah.
You cannot call the area behind the food court, isn't it? And who are you going to recommend, okay, in terms of, for an example, recommendation to monitor the area behind the food court? So rather, focus on the food court, just the food court and the condition, all right? So when you talk about condition, you can talk about what? Cleanliness, in terms of the tables and the chairs, for an example, the floor, whatever, all right? And then you can talk about the facilities. What facilities available at the food court? When you have a food court, what are facilities that should be given for food court?
Tables and chair.
What else? Google, ask AI. What are facilities considered or normally available, provided for a food court, an open food court? This one is open food court, right? Not food court in the building. Okay, find out more first. All right? So do not divide, one is the back area, another one is the front area. That is your initial plan. Group 4, is it true? That is your initial plan, Azlia. Miss Azlia,
Yes, madam.
is that your initial plan? Front and back? Yes or no?
No.
So what's your plan? Why do you have back of the unsafe back area? That's your first sentence.
Because
Ah. The first objective, back area. Objective, food court.
because when we visit the site, we also look at the back area of the food court.
So, yelah, sekarang ni awak divide kepada dua tempat lah. Back and front lah. Betul?
Yes, madam.
So that's why I do not want, because it's the food court. So why don't talk about the aspect, not two different places. Kita tak buat two different places. Kalau satu late. So in terms of the condition, in terms of the facilities, okay, alright. Kalau you nak fokus satu problem je. Okay, satu area, garbage disposable area, ataupun garbage disposable area and the parking, but it's about that same place. All right, so not back or front or on the left or on the right, for example. Yeah, okay, all right. So group 5, you are doing food court as well. Both food court.
No, we are doing night market.
Okay, I know that I will not do the same. I will not approve the same location. I mean the same aspect. Of traffic around the night market to identify the level of cleanliness of the. Okay, this is the problem, yeah. When you talk about the level, how are you going to prove the level in a picture? Tell me, group 5. How are you going to prove the level?
I think at first we wanted to assess the
How are you
area.
going to prove the word level? Can it be proven or not?
If the location is severe,
You can't prove it in picture. Sebab level are very subjective. Kalau you kata teruk, some people say it's normal. How?
alright, and then we will remove the level.
So the condition? Why don't go for general word? Dalam sampel banyak perkataan condition, kan?
Because we thought we had used the word condition for the first objective.
Yes, but what is the first objective focusing on?
If it's fine, then we will use the word condition
what is
again.
the first objective focusing on?
The condition of traffic.
So the second one, are you going to talk about traffic again?
No.
So will it be overlapping?
No.
So why is it a problem?
No problem.
Okay, group 6. One is the condition of the facilities. One is the condition of the area. All right, okay. Don't be too specific lah ya. Cleanliness maksudnya awak akan ambil gambar rubbish je, itu je kerja dia. Ya. Kalau yang the first one is about the facilities. You are doing playground, section 7. Am I right, Azra? So one is facility and one is facility is only the thing. Okay, what facility are you going to focus on? So find a name for this, because if you talk facilities, kalau ada toilet, you have to also investigate it. So specifically all the equipment available for that particular playground, isn't it? The swing, the slide, and so on. Am I right? That's what you want to talk about, group 6.
Yes, madam.
So find a word that can cover all this item and put it there. The condition of what? What is that item called? Yeah. If it's a gym, so all the gym equipment. But for example, playground, we don't call it equipment, right? So what normally we call it, under what category can we call it, right? And then you focus on the condition of one only on those things, the items, and then perhaps the other thing you can focus on the condition of the other facilities at the playground, for example, if there's toilet, if there's anything else, bench and things like that. Okay, waste bin, are there any waste bin provided and stuff. Not only focus on one aspect, that is cleanliness. Do you understand, group 6?
Yes, madam.
So one is specifically, it's not wrong because you are talking about, is good because you are talking about playground. So one, you focus only on the main
Equipment.
of the
Yeah.
playground, yeah. Actually, it's not equipment, but later you can find out what's the word called. I mean, how do we describe those things? And then another thing is the condition of the playground. So it's not the thing, all those items anymore. It will be the other condition. So two condition, but two different thing. Yeah, two different focuses. Okay, all right. So I would like you. Okay, now it's 11:30. Still, okay. I want this to be refined again. Okay, let's take another 15 minutes. Okay, because you are going towards it, and I want to check it after 15 minutes. Yeah. So my agenda today about analysis and conclusion have to wait for next week. We will refine this first because okay, it is too, how do I say, some are too, they are overlapping problem, some are too wordy, that's why this have to be settled first before we proceed to the analysis. Okay, all right, so 15 minutes means pukul berapa? 3, 5, 11:40. Alright, 11:40. Okay, do it now. Look at your objective. Nasrin typing for group 1, isu semua tu keluarkan. You just look at the condition of the car park facilities. And then you can report from the picture there are illegal parking. Objective, make it general je. Group 2, look at sample for Ribayu. Okay, Ribayu, the sample, one is the physical infrastructure, okay, or physical infrastructure. And then second is the poor condition. So it's more general. You can look at the cleanliness there, you can look at other things. The physical infrastructure is the physical infrastructure. For an example, okay, what are you looking at the Shah Alam Lake Garden? For example, the toilet, whatever. You have to identify first. Kalau under infrastructure, apa yang you nak look at? What are you looking at first? And then only you will know how to differentiate 1 and 2. Look at sample 2 and you can see how they differ it. 1, they focus only on the items. See the condition of the park. All right, look at the pictures. Okay, they use the same picture. So how can you, okay, if I want, for example, you can talk about the facility, and then the other one is the condition, the general condition. Like if I would talk about the long grass, the muddy okay area which are not suitable, for example, are not item but the condition overall of that particular park. You look at it. Now you are focusing only on safety hazard. That's what I see in your objective right now.
Madam, if we use to investigate the causes that lead to poor condition of the lake, is it okay?
Write it there first. I cannot
Okay.
hear. I have to see.
Okay.
Right, and then later I will respond after 11:40. Okay, group 3, yours is more focused now. Group 4, I don't like the first one, the part of cleanliness issue. Yeah, so it's more of the place, so the condition of the place. All right, so what are you looking at? The condition of the facilities ke what? All right, okay. Group 5, the narrow pathway movement, accessibility in the food court, and then the condition of the floor. All right, it's all too many. There's no focus in both
Madam,
objective.
we are doing night market in
Oh,
section 7.
sorry. Okay. Traffic and I would like you to take out the word cleanliness. You would like to see the condition after the night market is over, right? You will take the picture after the night market is over. That's the plan, is it?
No, the plan is to look at the condition of during the night market.
Why?
Because during the night market,
Mm-hmm.
they are the place is crowded, so there are a lot of people, including the seller.
Now go
Showing
straight to talk about the condition of the cleanliness. If you want to actually talk about the cleanliness, why during?
because when we went there, we have visited the site 2 times, and
Alah, Dina tak mau pusing-pusing. Kenapa during?
because when we went there, there was a lot of rubbish
Okay.
during the night
Macam
market.
mana awak boleh nampak during when the stalls are still there, the vendors are still with their things? Mesti dia kena letak things dia dekat tepi-tepi because we are talking about night market, kan?
Yeah, but the cleanliness that we were looking at was like plastics.
Okay. What about after? Bukankah the cleanliness issue is more clear after?
Then we will visit.
I'm
after.
asking you now. Don't you think you can see clearer? Or you can do before and also after, the cleanliness during and after. All right, because for me, if the focus is cleanliness, you can really see after it.
Okay, madam, we will do that.
Okay, not during, sebab you tak boleh salahkan all this when we are trying to look at things. We have to be logical juga. You meniaga, put yourself at the vendor's punya position. You meniaga, kawasan you ada berapa besar, macam mana you nak uruskan you punya barang-barang, for an example. Depending on what you are selling. For example, you are selling wet ration, fish, semua tu. How clean do you want it to be? Are you expecting the cleanliness level like, for example, in a supermarket? So that's why the gray area, you can about, for example, what people, the rubbish that people throw, yeah. Okay, for example. Tapi kalau you nak ambil gambar, kalau you kata during, you nak ambil gambar dekat stall tu, and then you nak cakap apa yang kotor? What's the plan initially? Macam mana nak kata apa yang you nampak kotor tu? Ada air atas lantai basah. Is that it?
There are a lot of plastics, like the pink and orange plastics from night market, and also water plastics, like the plastic that we use for drinking water. And then also there are a lot of rubbish like pieces of vegetables laying around, basically food waste, but not their stock.
But it is at
The stock is not what we considered
so
waste.
apa you expect? Macam mana you expect? Katalah dekat gerai sayur tu, there shouldn't be any things like that near the area at that particular time when they are still doing it.
I think it was a mistake on our part.
Cuba kita fikir logik. Yeah, like last semester, I have students in terms of this field report. Dia salahkan jalan. Ya, dia kata jalan tu bahaya sebab dia is not a flat road. But there is a pedestrian. Dia kata it's dangerous for pedestrian. But there is a walkway for the pedestrian. But the thing is, they took picture of a girl, using the road, walking on the road itself. In the first place, you should not be walking on the road. That's why you have to be logic as well. Alright, okay. And then, for an example, some of the other groups, they are blaming some tables with plates on the table. Okay, this is food court at Menara. and they are blaming the vendors. Okay, where at those places normally students are expected to actually throw it itself, or there is a designated area. Alright, kalau tak ada designated area for you to put the plates and tables, then it's the problem of the management of that particular area. So when you are doing this also, go use your logic. You have to use your logic as well. It is a night market, it's not a supermarket. So how do you consider level of cleanliness? All right, okay. But if they are supposed to clean the area after they are done, but they don't clean the area, then it is a problem. But during when they are doing their business, okay, what else can they do? Okay, what is logic lah? Kalau yang terlampau, then it is a problem. But what is logic with the area that they have? Okay, if you are talking about cleanliness during, I don't think you can be very fair about it. All right, you think about that. Group 6, which one are you doing? Playground, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What was my comment just now, group 6?
First for play equipment, play structure we use.
Uh-huh.
And the second about the facility condition.
When you talk about facilities, what are you looking at actually? What comes under the word facilities?
Bench.
Lagi? Apa lagi?
Floor.
Is there floor at playground?
Dia punya carpet.
Okay, but there are other area of the playground, the ground, isn't it?
Ground, yes.
But ground cannot be said as facilities, right?
Yes.
Okay, think about that, because I'm sure you would like to take care of that as well, isn't it? The
Yeah.
garbage bin and stuff like that. Okay, so be a bit more general. Maybe you can just drop the word facilities, because you already have something very specific, that is the play structure, and then to investigate the condition of the surrounding playground area. I think that will be sufficient enough. Okay? Right, and two different things, very clear focus. Just take out the word facility, unless memang betul-betul you nak focus only on the facility. You tak nak benda lain, you cuma nak bench, toilet ke, ada banyak yang under the category of facility, then you maintain the word facility. You decide lah, your group. Okay?
Okay, madam.
Alright. Okay, is there already 11:40? Okay, we are going to go back to the list now. Okay, first group. Make it more general. To examine car park facility at the area. Just that. And then you report in your analysis what are the problem. I don't want to see the problem in the objective. Okay? Okay? Who am I talking to right
Okay,
now?
madam.
Right. Group 2. Are you ready? Nanti kan saya panggil, saya tanya
Yes,
semua.
madam.
Alright. To study the condition of public infrastructure, and selain daripada study, ada tak perkataan lain? Besides study and investigate. Cuba cari selain daripada study, investigate. Kalau tukar kat sini. Alright, Murni, move away. I cannot see. I cannot. Murni, saya tak boleh baca. Murni, don't do it now. Right. To study the condition of public infrastructure, study ni, I would like you to change if possible, and facility causes that lead to the poor condition. Now, in the first objective, you nak tengok dua benda. Infrastructure and facilities. What are the two things? What are the infrastructure? What are the facilities? Facility adalah dalam infrastructure kan? Isn't that what you said just now? Group 2?
Yes, madam.
So you want to actually focus on the infrastructure, right? Sorry, the facilities,
Yes.
right? So why do you need the word infrastructure? You want to focus on the facilities. Apa sebenarnya? Give me an example that you want to look at.
Just like at the toilet, the doorknob is broken, the lamp
So toilet.
can be light on.
Okay, lagi toilet, lagi.
And also the pedestrian lamp.
Is that the infrastructure?
Yes.
Okay, lagi. That's all. The toilet and the lamp.
Gazebo.
Okay. All right. Then just use the word infrastructure lah. That is the big word that can cover all the three places, isn't it?
Yes, madam.
All right. Okay. Then the second one is not focusing on the building. Is it the surrounding? Is it the surrounding, group 2?
Yes.
Then the condition of the surrounding area of the lake. Just now you focus on
Lake.
infrastructure. Now you focus on the area, the surrounding area of the lake. The park itself, not the infrastructure, but the condition of the area. Just now was the condition of the infrastructure, specific things, item, bukan the ground, yeah. Do you have a lot other than the infrastructure? Kalau you focus on the condition, other condition, for example, what can you focus? For example, the ground, the cleanliness. Can it be under the area?
The cleanliness of the lake, right? Then
Yes, the lake, the area, but not the toilet. Because toilet is under the infrastructure. Infrastructure kalau macam tadi, yang playground tadi, infrastructure ni seolah-olah macam dia punya play equipment tadi. The play, okay? And then the condition yang lain-lain tu kat luar. Okay, so now yang banyak that you want to have the problem are the infrastructure, the toilet, the lamp, as well as the bench, for example. Okay, but in terms of the other thing is the area itself, the cleanliness, whether it's well maintained in terms of the trees, in terms of the ground, in terms of the grass, in terms of the cleanliness of the lake itself, the water, are there any rubbish in the water, correct? Group 2?
yes,
Yes.
madam.
So one is infrastructure, another is the condition of the area. Okay? All right, group 3. You are doing commercial center, right? So one is car park facilities, all right? Car park, condition of the car park facilities. Another one is waste disposable, the improper placement of waste disposable. Cuba awak baca balik ayat tu. Improper placement of waste disposable. Disposable tu maksudnya? Improper placement of waste or improper placement of waste disposable? Which one actually you want to talk about? Sorfina, Rusdania, Nurliana, and Izdia.
Waste disposable, madam.
Waste disposable, okay, the improper placement. Placement tu apa? You letakkan waste disposable. You letakkan waste ke you letakkan waste disposable? Place kan, you meletakkan. Saya tahu apa you nak cakap. Orang letak plastik-plastik sampah tu merata-rata. Okay, you letakkan the waste ke or you put the waste disposable? Apa perkataan disposable? Sekarang you ada perkataan placement dan you ada perkataan disposable. Cuba you faham ayat tu betul-betul. There is something wrong. Ni bukan dari segi content dah. Content dah betul dah. Okay? Maknanya you bukan nak fokus on the garbage disposable area. Bukan tempat yang betul untuk buang sampah. Tapi awak bayangkan ya, kalau awak ambil gambar nanti, okay, apa yang awak nak buktikan? Dan apa yang awak nak recommend? Cuba fikirkan recommendation. Awak dah ada sample of the report. Fikirkan recommendation. Awak nak recommend apa untuk, okay, the objective of doing a field report like this is for you to identify the problem and at the end ada recommendation. So apa recommendation you nak bubuh untuk solve the problem? Group 4, try to think about it. Apa? You want to find people who throw the rubbish? So you have to have people there all the time? Now you want to make recommendation. How are you going to make the recommendation? If you are focusing on, you know, all this general problem there. I mean, where people just throw it at the bottom of the staircase ke, in front of the shops ke. Okay, so how are you going to recommend if that is what? I mean, we are talking about something that is being evaluated. Yeah, all right. So ada evaluation. So nanti when you give your recommendation, is it the recommendation that could have a possibility of you cannot recommend that people must be more responsible? Tak nak lah, takkanlah itu recommendation dia. I mean, if that is the recommendation, never ending lah sampai bila-bila pun the problem will not be solved. But if you are talking about a specific, for example, macam Melati tu, garbage disposable area, alright? So it's already there. Maybe if it's not enough, that's why people are not throwing. Okay, the location is too far for people to walk, and then you can give a better recommendation, like have a better, more, okay, you can have more garbage disposable area that is easily accessible, right, for people. Okay, so there is no more excuse not to throw away. Maybe, okay, you can have better management of the garbage disposable area. If they want to put it, okay, not at the garbage disposable area, perhaps there must be collection time, like residential area where they go to houses. Tapi boleh ke dekat depan-depan kedai tu memang ada ke macam bin, macam depan-depan rumah? Kalau dekat taman ya, okay, residential area, they have this bin where when the lorry comes, they can pick up from the bin itself, from each houses. Is it something logical like that if you want to propose later? Okay, you tunjukkan problem ni. Apa solution you? Okay, masalah dia adalah orang buang sampah merata-rata. So what's your solution? You have to remember ini evaluation. So later you want to give recommendation, we want to see the recommendation is logical to the problem that you are writing. So think about that again. And I would strongly recommend you focus on the garbage disposable area, the specific place. Okay, now, because you have to look at your proposal tu daripada atas sampai bawah. Nanti saya nak tulis sini, what do I write? When I take pictures, what kind of picture? Picture senang. Tapi berapa picture atau picture tu akan nampak picture yang sama je. You ambil gambar, okay, ada sampah buang kat sini, ada ambil gambar sampah buang kat sini. And then semuanya di bawah, di lantai, for example, the corridor of the shop. At the end of the day, we'll see the picture are the same, for example, and there's no valid recommendation or strong recommendation that you can give. Okay, now group tengok group number 4. saya masih nampak problem. Saya masih nampak problem yang sangat jelas. Saya beritahu awak, saya tak mau nampak problem. So awak problem dah ada dah. Tak payah dengar analisis awak. Kita dah tahu dah awak ada problem. Orang tulis the condition of the infrastructure. Kita tak dengar problem dekat situ. Dan bila kita baca awak punya objektif, kita dah nampak dah problem dia. Problem dia ada tempat problem. Untuk awak tulis problem. Kan? Issues dalam proposal tu. Tapi bila awak tulis objektif, kita tak nak nampak problem dia. Okay? People write the objective very general. Contoh tadi, condition of the infrastructure, condition of the surrounding area of the lake. Kita tak ada masalah pun dekat situ. Condition of the car park facilities, condition of the garbage disposable area. Tak ada masalah yang kita dah nampak dekat situ. Daripada tadi saya dah bagi tahu, saya tak nak nampak masalah dalam you punya objektif. Okay, that's the problem with your group.
Madam,
Yes.
boleh ke kalau kita orang buat to identify the condition of dining areas?
Okay, tulis nanti kemudian saya tu. Saya dah cakap daripada tadi, tak mau isu yang ada dalam objektif, tak mau ada problem. Banyak kali dah kita, ni dah sampai berapa round dah. You still do not take note. Daripada tadi saya cakap condition sampai tadi yang park tu dah saya dah cakap dengan dia orang. Bila saya bagi feedback pada grup lain, awak patut mendengar dia bukan hanya untuk grup tu. Okay, untuk grup tu madam suruh condition of the infrastructure. Nampak tak? Tak ada problem general macam tu. Tapi dia fokus on the specific thing. Tapi bukan problem. Tadi yang awal-awal group 1. Okay, group 1. You ada sampai perkataan illegal parking. Betul tak? Group 1. Saya ada
Betul.
illegal vehicle parking. Apa masalah situ? Sebab dah ada problem dia. You dah cakap dah. Illegal. Tapi bila kita nak buat this thing, you want to show the picture, so and then in your analysis, this is the condition. So the problem is this is illegal parking. Okay, this is blocking, for example, is making safety concern. Yang itu cerita nanti, bukan for an example in your objective. Sekarang kita spesifik cakap pasal objektif. Kita tak cakap pasal problem, kita tak cakap pasal issues, kita cakap writing of objective. So daripada awal saya mula kelas, saya dah cakap writing objective ni sangat simple, sangat direct. You tak tulis dengan so specifically, alright, the wording that you write. Dah banyak round dah, still kita nampak, okay, macam ni, condition of the traffic. Nampak problem ke dalam ni? Tak nampak kan? Okay, condition of the night market. Nampak problem tak? Nampak problem tak? Group 4, nampak problem? Tak ada kan? Tak ada. Tak nampak problem. So, nanti bila dia ambil picture, dia buat analysis, baru dia tulis, then only you highlight the problem. Okay, but when writing the objective, it should be this general. That is the objective. Because again, as if I can remind you that dalam proposal tu ada banyak bahagian kan. You have the background, you have the issue. So yang lebih spesifik tu kepada issue mungkin, right? But not when you write the objective. Later, from the picture, you will highlight safety hazard ke, alright. For example, what are the problem that comes out from that particular picture that you are showing your audience later. Group 5, you don't have problem. I think that is good enough ready for you. Okay, group 6. Right, okay, that is what I want. Okay, so the group that still have problem is group 4. Alright, and then group 3 is the second one. Yeah, I will look at it later. Okay, and then group 2. I still have problem. Scene. Ya, group 2. Saya masih nak,
Madam, we
nanti saya akan
we right now try to refine again our objective.
I want you to take out the problem. Okay? Alright. By now you should already know what I meant. Okay? When I say take out. So group 1, condition of the waste disposable area and the condition of the car park facility. Can you do that? Influence parking pattern boleh tak keluarkan? Just you, I don't want to see the problem. Bila influence parking pattern, okay, there is a sense of a problem there. Okay, just condition of the car park facility. Macam siapa buat tadi? Ada bawa lagi yang car park. Group mana tadi? Ada buat car park. Which group?
Group 3, madam.
Then, the condition of the car park facility. Dia punya first objective dia sangat clear, group 1. I don't want any problem in your objective. Okay, so people, tadi yang saya kata dah tak ada problem apa? Group 5, group 6 Betul? Group 5?
Yes.
I say no problem betul group 5
Yes.
Okay. Group 6, I also say no problem. Kan? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, nanti saya tengok balik. Alright, and I will tell you in the WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you very much. So analysis, how to write analysis, how to write recommendation, how to write conclusion, the conclusion part, okay, will be done next week. Okay, thank you very much. And but before class next week, okay, tolong dengar baik-baik ya. Before class next week, I would like the proposal, okay, daripada awal proposal tu until before analysis. So apa bahagian tu? Tolong bagi tahu saya sekejap. Azra, tolong bacakan. Okay, so the part of background, betul Azra? And then issue, and then objective, and then methodology. I would like you to have it in your template. Yeah, okay, alright. And then I would like it to be submitted, okay, by Wednesday next week. Nanti saya buka Google Drive folder for you to submit it. Okay, everyone, I want you to have your outline ready up until methodology. Actually, saya dah cakap ni sebelum break. Okay, but I have not asked for submission. So I would like to see the submission with the new and refined objective. Okay? Alright. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, madam.